Do you ever sit back and wonder how far mankind has actually come? I mean, if we look back thousands of years and compare humanity or mankind with what it has become now, we will find one thing that is very similar: a man's way of expression. With years of evolution and changing civilizations, this man's way of expression has also developed to become more accessible and understandable. And isn't it fascinating how far we have actually come, how things have changed? From painting on cave walls and carving on stones to having the ability to connect with the entire world with just one tap of our finger, we have come a very long way. However, with all these technological advancements, new skills are introduced to us, but they also impact the centuries-old skills that we have evolved with. And today, I am going to talk about how these technological advancements has put communication as a skill at the niche. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Joyshnamoyee Boruah, a student of MA third semester, Department of English. And today, I am going to talk about communication as a competing skill in the tech industry. For students like me who belong to a humanities background, I believe that most of us have faced a similar question, that is, will I ever be able to work in these big tech industries like Google and Microsoft, even if I don't have any technical skills? Now, what if I say yes, we actually can? But before I explain how, let me remind you all that these tech giants eventually are businesses. And for every business, there are 4 important pillars, that is management, marketing, finance, and operations. We can leave finance to the experts, of course. However, we know that the other 3 pillars that we have are heavily driven by communication as a skill. The first pillar that we have, management, the word itself defines what it actually is. What is management? We manage things. And what do we do to manage? We need to operate the day-to-day activities, to handle a project, and make sure that everything is in order. And the job of a manager is to make sure that there is no discrepancies in the company. To understand this in a more simplistic way, let me give you an example. I would like to share an experience with you. So, my family has a bakery industry, and we have several outlets in our town. And initially, in one of those outlets, my mother used to manage it. And sometimes I would visit there, and I would keep her company. And one fine day, I was there alone. So I had to manage everything, starting from finance to operating and interacting with the staff. And I had no experience whatsoever with managing. And a lady comes in, a customer. She buys a few things. She orders a few things, and I was responsible to bill out everything. And then she buys it, and she leaves. The moment she leaves, I start thinking about the sale that I made. The lady actually bought a box of chocolates, and I was confused if I did bill that box of chocolate or not. And I was feeling guilty, of course. I was regretting that I could have actually cross-checked the bill and made sure that I actually did include it in the bill. But here I was feeling guilty. But after a few minutes, the lady walked back in, and she wanted to purchase a few more things. And this was actually a golden opportunity for me to ask her, to confront her that, please show me the bill. May I check if I did include this product in the bill or not? However, I did not. I missed the chance. The reasons? First, I was very embarrassed. And second, I was very nervous to confront her. And that happened because I lacked that communication skill, that confidence to interact with her. I know that if my mother would have been there instead of me, she would have not let this happen. And let me tell you, my mother has no managerial qualifications, no certifications, but still she is good at what she does. And it is because she has these years of experience with interacting with people. She's so good at doing whatever she does. She's so good at small talks and befriending people quickly. And that is what makes her a good manager and a good leader. After that, till now, I don't know if I actually made a sale that day or if I made a loss in the business, but I hope that I will be able to let it go. And I do really want to be like my mother, and I'm still working on those skills. At that time, I realized how important and how powerful communication skill actually is. Now let's talk about the other two pillars that we have. That is marketing and operations. To understand it in a more simpler manner, let us take one more example. Let us say that you have created the most groundbreaking application and lines of codes that can prove to be revolutionary in the entire industry. And to make your creation a reality, you have to present it to your superiors, who will be ultimately approving of it, and also your colleagues who will be engaging in making that project a reality. Now, you know about all the tech jargons, it's in your head, you know about all the technical terms, and you stand there for the presentation, but you go blank. The reason, it's not because that you don't know what your application is about, but it is because you are not being able to articulate it. In situations like these, we realize how communication skills is important. If you are not able to relay what your idea actually is and convince your superiors why your creation is extraordinary, then what is the actual point? Your creativity will go in vain. And at last, I would like to ask a question to everyone. Do you believe that all these famous and extremely successful people who are running all these tech giants are only tech geniuses? I would like an answer in a yes or a no. They're not. People like Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, all these people are not only tech geniuses, but they're master communicators. That is why they are able to convert their launches, product launches, into iconic moments. And throughout their stories of success, we have learned that communication is not only a soft skill, but it is a competing edge in the technical arena. And this is a skill set that we need to keep on polishing if we want to be successful and be good leaders. Thank you very much for listening to me.